Alright, hello and what is up everyone? I didn't actually catch game 1 of this series, unfortunately. What's going on here? Is my hotkey not working? Oh, there we go. Alright. But we're in game 2. It is Immortals versus LGD in the upper bracket finals of PGL Bucharest, the second minor of the season. And it's going to be an interesting game. Once again, Immortals got IO. They got IO in the first game, and here they pick up IO once again. They actually had it leak through to the second phase, I believe. I actually didn't catch the draft. It was either picked second in the first phase or in the second phase, but I'm not too sure. And they actually have a off-lane Jakiro to go with it, interestingly enough. Dubu will be playing the 5-position Spirit Breaker. This is kind of similar to Liquid style, except instead of running a dual mid, it seems like they're actually going to go dual safe lane here with the IO and OD. OD gonna go safe lane for now, and it is QO's patented carry OD build. He goes for the first point in Arcane Orb. Of course, this is only really possible with an IO to help him sustain with bottle regen. And Febby has the bottle called out to him now, and he will tether up to these creeps. Actually, he wants to try to mess with FY here. FY got a good creep steal here, going behind the tower. Something Ice likes to do. And Febby here just to mess with him. He's not going to be able to do much. As with the poor man's, I mean, he's going to pile in some extra harass and be annoying. Maybe try to get some denies. As for the mid matchup here, maybe doing pretty good so far. Already forcing the salve out of MP. Maybe himself not going for the salve, actually going for the tango. And he's winning the CS right now. Let's go back to Febby and see how he's doing. Yeah. Did he actually get any of those denies? Nope. But his job right now is just to fix the lane equilibrium. He's going to do it with this single pull here on the big camp. Misses it, unfortunately. And this is actually a really big deal. Without getting the pull back, Underlord's going to get a ton of levels. This hero is a pretty level dependent hero. If he falls behind early, he definitely has trouble getting back, because even if he tries to go jungle, he doesn't jungle that fast actually when he doesn't have points up in his Firestorm. Level 1 Firestorm and level 2 Firestorm jungles very slowly, but suddenly he gets level 3 and he can not only lane, but if he really needs to, there's a lot of pressure onto him, he can jungle very quickly. With this, that play of FY pulling the creep wave, that's actually a huge play, as it's going to allow him to get a very fast level 3. He's yet decided to put either a second point at Atrifora or Firestorm. He's going to put Firestorm because he sees the stack here. Febby did end up getting the side pull, but I mean, even with level 2 Firestorm, he clears out a lot of creeps. He's not going to be able to clear these big creeps until he gets level 3. But, I mean, he's getting a lot out of this off lane. Compare that to the top lane. And it's going to be a dual lane between Forev and Dubu. And they're doing okay in this top lane. This is actually a fairly strong dual lane. Jakiro, super powerful here in the lane with Dual Breath and Liquid Fire. Slowing the attack speed, doing a ton of damage over time. They can push the wave. Or at least Jakiro can push the wave fairly easily as well. But Dubu in trouble. He will get the charge away. He gets out just fine. Febby realizing that there's actually not much he can do in the bottom lane anymore. He's going to help out MP, who's not doing too hot in the mid lane. I mean, he's keeping even with maybe for now, but looks like maybe he was pulling ahead a little bit, but maybe with the help from Febby, a little bit of extra regen will allow MP to catch back up. Either way, it's not that big of an advantage for either side. However, this bottom lane, I would say, is a disaster for Immortals. It all started with Febby like playing near the mid lane and FY realizing that, because, of course, how Febby always plays IO is without any regen at the start off, and he just goes with Bottle Rush. And I feel like that actually hurt him in this game really hard. It's actually super rough for them to lane against OD at this point, or lane against this Underlord, I mean, with just this OD safe lane. And what the heck happened here? Looks like Jakiro ended up going down in the top lane here. QQQ or 357. Is he 357? 357 and Yao end up getting that kill there. not that big of a death, but now at this point I would say that Immortals is losing 2 lanes with that death, because this lane's only going to get harder at this point as Ember gets more levels. Of course, Jakiro's still very strong. They're actually going to charge up here onto FY. We picked up a D and he chunked Febby's there. And FY is just manning up. He doesn't give a single care in the world, even with MP here. I feel like he can just kill everybody. Oh, look at that damage onto Febby. He's manning up. He might even kill MP here. And, oh, he doesn't. But Dubu did die to the damage over time for the Firestorm. I mean, FY is making the plays at this point. He almost killed them all at this point. If he had like a magic wand or some type of regen to survive a little bit more against the puck, he might have killed him as well. DD is incredibly strong. Maybe taking a lot of ferocity from the puck. He's getting charged up. Already committed the leap, but Spear Breaker not going to commit under a tower. He could always get arrowed to cancel. Now Yao moving in as it is nighttime. He's looking to make some rotations. He's going to play around his Underlord because FY is pretty farmed at this point. I mean, look at his CS. He's up there. And he's the offlaner. Oh, mid lane. We're going to see leap 4 from Arana. Hit the arrow. Very short range arrow, but they will get the kill there onto MP. The charge was started, but Dubu had to cancel it. In the top lane, Jakiro, without the Night Stalker here, is not really at threat of dying until Underlord gets, or not Underlord, Ember Spirit gets level 6. So just gonna push out the wave. He's going for a Treads build, which isn't too common. Normally, core Jakiros go for phase boots, but with the Night Stalker making the rotation in, Yao will help his. Oh wait, no, they have to dive deep for this one. Juking through the trees. Ame wants to kill Forev, but he's juking and jiving, and with the IOTP, this should allow him to turn this around. They might get a counter kill here. The charge providing vision over Yao, and Forev with the sick jukes. Allow him to get out of that gank and turn it around, getting the counter kill there onto Yao. And FY actually jungling. Even though he is pretty far ahead in the lane, OD going for this build is quite annoying for him. It will harass him out of the lane, and he wants to just go for the secured farm. He'll probably head to lane now after picking up his mana boots, because he can lane. No doubt he can lane. But in the top lane, we're going to see the charge onto Q, and with just IO and Spirit Breaker, they get the kill there onto the Winter Wyvern. This is a very strong support duo. Of course, they're both global. You got the global TP, you got the global charge, and Jakiro will take over this top lane, starting to dish out some damage to the tower. He only has 2 points in the Liquid Fire. This is a pretty common build. No points in the Ice Path. They don't really need it. They got the charge to provide that extra disable. We got a smoke gank here coming from Maybe and Yao. We're looking to go in on the bottom lane onto Kilo. They're going to catch him. He imprisoned himself, but is there any TP coming in time? It will be MP. He gets the 3-man Dream Coil, but Io's TP didn't come in time. That might have allowed them to turn around. MP's in trouble now as well. He's falling low. And now Febby getting caught in the trees, has the tether to MP, gets away, and they will kill Yao, dying under the tower. And MP wants to go forward, getting the kill there onto FY here would be huge. Maybe jumps back in, gets the kill there onto Febby, and he will just TP himself away. Back to the mid lane. However, in the top lane, Forev has taken the tower, just 2 points in Liquid Fire. Jakiro can take the tower incredibly quickly, and that was without a catapult even. And Ame actually going for the phase boost build here. Haven't seen that build in a long time on Ember. Normally, Embers are just going for like magic damage into Boots of Travel, or with the Veil, Boots of Travel, or sometimes Maelstrom and Treads or something like that. But he isn't going for the move speed. He wants that extra speed. And he's still not level 6 yet. So top lane did not go that well for Ame. His farm isn't great at all. I mean, compare that to the safe and farm OD he's behind, and even his offlaner is getting more farm than him. As we open the net worth now, just check. It's actually at the top, and it will be maybe at the top. Second up is FY, and FY has gone a crap ton out of this lane, and he's actually a threat to LGD. He's going to be able to delay pushes really well, and they don't have the best pushing lineup in the world. It's really only the Jakiro, so they're going to have to fight it out, and he's very good at taking these fights as well. Kilo taking a ton of damage here. Leap forward from Maybe. will get the kill, and he wants Febby as well. 1, 2, 3 clicks, and Febby will fall. 4 up TPs in, but he wasn't able to do much to help out his team here. Maybe pushing forward really aggressively, and he's not going to be able to die for this one. And just going to back himself off and feel the burn. This is buying space for Ame to come back into the game. He's going for the full move speed build. Phase boots, drums. It's a pretty classic Ember build, and I mean, does it carry Ember? Let's see how it works out in this game. Not sure. I'm assuming he's going to this build just to fight, because he's not gonna be able to split push. So Boots of Travel won't help him out too much, as there's an IO, a Puck, a Spirit Breaker in the game, and they're going to be able to kill him fairly easily if he tries to split push too much. So he's building these items purely to fight. FY going for the hood, pretty good. There is a lot of magic damage on this side of Immortals.
The prize is mine.
Now MP, he is going for the Veil, and he almost has it. And I think once that hits, they're going to just start fighting non-stop. That is his Immortals playstyle. Keep in mind, the mid tower for LGD is still up. They only lost the top tower. He did rotate QO to the top lane here. He went for a Midas build. He needs to carry OD. He needs to scale, so perfectly fine with this item build coming out for him. But Immortals ideally wants to eventually set up a push onto this mid lane and open up the map a little bit more so they can start charging in with the Spirit Breaker and looking for these crazy fights that Immortals is known for. But the real problem for them is maybe actually a super farm. I mean, he's top net worth in the game, and he's hitting hard at this point. With the phase boots, he's going for Mask of Madness, I assume. There's really no other reason why he has Morbid Mask. He's pretty significant in terms of his damage output right now, especially on like these low armor heroes like Io. And Febby has been focused in a lot of these engagements. He has 3 deaths, the most deaths on his team at this point, probably. Yeah. Oh, but MP and Dubu find the catch onto Ame, and they're gonna team up and take out this Ember Spear. That's a huge kill, as this is allow them to push into this top tower. And said they want to open up their map so they can go for these crazy ganks. And Febby even going to TP or tether to the siege creep and increase its attack speed. And it does have 250% damage on towers. Oh, maybe coming in the back line along with Yao, they find the pickoff onto Dubu. They want to find more, but they barely managed to TP out. Febby, though, is in trouble. He can try to TP. He's actually going to channel to relocate and tether to the creep, but they're going to just be able to wait here. He might bring someone back, though. He has no one to bring back, though, however. The problem is there's only a Spirit Breaker. He's trying for the TP trick. He doesn't get it off, and he will die in the top lane. That's another kill for Maybe. He is wicked sick. Kyo didn't actually TP to the base, he TP'd to the bottom lane, so he's going to be able to farm it up here, but I mean, if LGD see him, they're going to go for him. And this is Yao and Ame trying for the kill here, and he is silent, stops his very long silence, and it is nighttime. He gets the imprison onto Ame, but it's too late as Yao comes in and finishes off the kill, and it's going to be Midas on cooldown as well. That's going to hurt Kyo a lot. MP though, he is in the mid lane. He wants to defend against this push against FY and QQQ. He's gonna be able to do it. He has the Veil now, and this is when Immortal wants to fight, but LGD also want to fight. Maybe he's incredibly farmed, and so is FY. And when it is nighttime, they do have the vision advantage, and they are at about a 2,000 net worth advantage as well. So even with the Puck Veil, Immortals is not quite ready to fight yet, and the Jakiro is pretty far behind at this point. If you compare the net worth between the Jakiro and the Underlord, Underlord is significantly ahead, and with the hood onto him, once he finishes the pipe, I don't know how they kill people. It's really all onto QO, and he's going for the drums build. He realized that he wants to fight. He can't afford to just slow down anymore, as eventually LGD is going to run down their towers. They're already taking out the mid tower. FY pushing forward without fear. He doesn't even have his ultimate available, but he's confident that Winter Wyvern is here, and QO will just heal. QQQ will heal him up. I'm just gonna call him Q. Ame pushing into the bottom lane as well. He did a fair bit of chip damage to this tower, and now FY TPing to top after taking out the mid tower. He just wants to defend against the push coming in from Immortals. And once again, Immortals don't have the best deep push. And godlike for maybe as they find the pickoff onto MP in the back line. Started off with the silence relocate, does take out QO, but once again Febby will have to sacrifice his life here for his carry. And will he try for the TP trick again? He's not even going to bother this time to waste the TP. Bye bye Io. Beyond godlike now for maybe. He's owning in this game, and this all really started out in the laning stage, I would say. We got a TP to the bottom lane, and they brought the whole squad. This is the Uber, and they just gonna get the kill on the Uber. That's not the big kill. This is the kill they want, but they're not gonna go for that. Instead, they're just gonna push the tower. I mean, they could have taken the tier 1 top, but they can get the juicier tier 2 here bottom. Secure themselves another kill as well. Ame has the completed drums, and it is Mask of Madness Dragonlance as the build for maybe. And on the side of Immortals, they just have nothing. I mean, Spiritbreaker isn't even level 6 yet. Oh, Yao finds the catch onto Jakiro, but the attack speed slow was too much for Ame, and he couldn't finish off the kill. In the bottom lane, though, Febby is in trouble. Gets hit by the arrow. He cut the Winter's Curse onto MP, but it's just going to hold him in place. Didn't allow him to follow up for a kill. Dubu charged in, but got a lucky Invis rune, I think, so he's totally fine. Over in the back line, Yao comes in, finishes off Febby. Maybe it's just manning up. Misses the arrow. MP does get away with the jaunt. Now Florif has arrived. Maybe doesn't actually have the leap. He's in trouble. The bash from Dubu is a streak, and that streak is going to QO, the most important hero on the side of Immortals. He's the true carry. MP catches Yao as well. FY is in trouble. He doesn't have the TP out. Just 30 seconds on cooldown. He hides himself in the tree. The juke from FY allowed him to survive for now. He will run into MP. Here comes the relocate from Febby. They want this kill. This is going to be a huge kill. He also is very farmed, so they're going to get a lot of gold from him. The charge comes in now. They have vision, and FY is not able to juke any longer. He will feed his life away, and that's 321 gold going to MP. Now he's almost up there to Blink Dagger, and Immortals somehow have turned around this game. It started off with them losing 2 supports in the bottom lane, but they showed up and they're able to defend the bottom tier 2 tower. Or they didn't defend it, but they were able to get kills and come back into this game. The score is 8-17, but it's only a 3k net worth advantage for LGD now. I would say that was about a 2,000 gold swing. Yeah, it was. And now they're going to push into the bottom lane, and with 4 of there, they really do it very fast, especially with the catapult here as well. I don't know if LGD can quite defend this. Ame is going to move up and defend the tower. Maybe he's not even here. He did feed his streak away, and he is going for a hurricane pipe. I don't know why. They don't really need the... I guess one thing about it is he can use it to cancel the charge, so that's pretty big. So I'm pretty sure that's why he's buying it. So with Ame showing up, they will successfully push Immortals back. QO will TP the top lane. Febby will join him. They have to relocate to join any fight. And I think the reason why that bottom fight went so good for Immortals is just maybe committed way too deep there, and he got caught out, burned down in the fire. And once Maybe was dead, he was their strongest hero, so they really lost that fight at that point. But we're going to see a fight in the bottom lane. They charge onto Q. Ame taking a ton of damage. The relocate from QO comes in, but nice Winter's Curse will turn this around. QO kills his own teammate there, or attempts to kill his own teammate. Oh, he did die, but they're going to lose Ame for it, so that's not a worthy trade for LGD. MP shows up, did not manage to get the pick off there, but maybe just kills Io in the top lane. Oh, he found him as he didn't actually bring QO back. They might have been able to fight with Maybe there actually, because they know that everyone was in the bottom lane, but he decided to just leave QO just to be safe. He's going to lose his life for once again. Febby sacrificing himself for his team, but I think it's fine in this game. He does have 7 deaths at this point now. He might have been able to get out even. I don't think Maybe was camping him. I was paying attention. More focused on seeing if all the heroes from LGD could get out, but It's nighttime. Night Stalker coming in along with Ame. They want Forev. They're gonna catch him. Didn't get the silence off though, so the Ice Path will connect onto 2. He gets his dual breath off as well. It's gonna slow the attack speed, but it's not gonna matter as he will still go down to the Sleight of Fist. And LGD still asserting their dominance on the map. I mean, they definitely fed some kills away that they didn't really need to, but they still feel very strong. However, Immortals was looking very out of it, but now, I mean, they have a very real chance of still winning this game for sure. A lot better than it was before. They won that bottom fight. And Febby gets himself caught out here again. Omni jumps forward. Look how fast his remnants are. Kyo drops the hammer. The arrow doesn't connect, and Kyo manning up. Ame is gonna die. Kyo will die, however, to FY with the blade mail build. Maybe gets put under, but he's gonna run forward. He's super fast with the face boots and the Mask of Madness. They're not gonna be able to catch MP, however, and they're gonna take those kills and run with it. Once again, Ame dies though. He's kind of playing as a sacrificial lamb for LGD. He's the frontline tank. And the main initiator is not necessarily a tank. That's really FY's job. He's built for it. He didn't even go for a pipe. It's interesting. Went for the blade mail, hooded defiance. Now he's going for a rod of Atos for some extra control, which is nice because they can even use the Atos into arrow. But we're gonna see the charge in from the Spirit Breaker. It's gonna hit right onto maybe once again Winter's Curse turning around, and everyone will turn their backs and hit MP. FY manning up without a care in the world. There's the Hurricane Pipe, I believe. Yep. And maybe jumping forward. They're going to lose both supports already onto Immortals. Yao trying to catch Kyo, and he'll find him. Maybe runs away super fast. Look how fast he is. And he wants to come back in now that Kyo is dead. That's the main threat. MP trying to get out, and he will get rooted up. That's a full 5-man wipe for LGD. They don't lose anybody, and now they're going to push straight forward under the tower. And there's probably going to be 2 towers for them, as a lot of these heroes are dead for a while. Only the supports have respawned, and they're going to move forward and take the tier 2 here as well. At least attempt to take the tier 2. They might not be able to finish it off, but no, they're going to be able to, especially with the catapult here. Oh, the arrow hits onto Dubu, and he's going to fall. They might even start hitting the tier 3 a little bit here, because worst case scenario, they just ult everyone out with the Underlord. This is the power of the Underlord. You see how scared Febby has to play. He doesn't want to fight against these heroes. He shows himself even for a split second. Expect Yao to jump right onto him. Now we're going to see the heroes respawning on the side of Immortals. Macrofire gets dropped in. There's the Uber Lord. Can they focus him in time? I don't think so. He's very tanky. Uh-oh, Q gets left. But he does get the kill onto MP. And now the charge onto Q. He's going to die for sure, but it's not without him getting a kill in return. Unfortunately, it was at the very edge of the Uber. That's very unfortunate there. But Uber Lord gets everyone out, and LGD still looking very good in this game. Kyo, we haven't had a chance to clear his items for a while. There's been some crazy fighting going on. He's going for a BKB, and he just needs the recipe pretty much. Or a little bit less than the recipe. He just needs the Ogre Club. It's better to save up. What the? Oh, LGD is back at it. They get a kill there onto Forev. And I think Ame is looking for more there, but Dubu managed to TP away. And now they're going to look towards Roshan here. It's going to be a very fast Roshan. One thing about Underlord is his Firestorm actually works on Rosh, and it allows you to Rosh incredibly fast. In addition to maybe doing pretty good DPS at this point. He has his level 15 with plus 30 attack speed. He's hitting pretty fast and relatively hard. Not very hard, but he's going for a Maelstrom that's going to increase his damage as well. But oh, Dubu getting caught out. Yao finding him in the woods. He will get the charge away, and you should just be fine. But Kyo gets himself away as well. LGD definitely asserting their dominance on the map. But look at what Febby's doing. Just going for the split push blaze, clearing the creep wave, and putting pressure into this tier 2 tower. Oh, Q. There's lag. But this is a pretty bad time to pause, actually. Is this some next level puppy pause? Maybe some next level puppy pause, as OD definitely looks like he's in trouble. They have 2 Force Staff, so he should be fine. But you never know. I mean, Q's too far away. It's actually unfortunate. If he's actually lagging, if he was a little bit closer here, potentially could have Winter's cursed OD, and then when they force him, it's just gonna force everyone to like attack him, and then maybe you can like leap back or something and hit an arrow. It's kind of complicated, but it's definitely a potential play. But now they don't even have that option as he's too far back. As for MP, he's in the bottom lane, just trying to push it out here. Ame here as well. He does have the BKB now, so his front lining is going to be a lot better. He's not going to have to worry about all that damage coming in from the Puck and OD and Jakiro, as they're all magic damage pretty much. And with the BKB, he's actually untouchable, except for the Spirit Breaker. But again, he's not dying during that time, he's just getting disabled. And Q will try to reconnect. Again, this is a live game, so just have to deal with this pause here. So again, we get to slow down the game a little bit. Oh, never mind, we're ready, so we're gonna pop right into the action. And there's Force Staff, there's Force Staff number 2. And they are rooted up by FY, at least 4Ev is, but they'll be just fine. Push coming in under the tower. It is daytime now, so... Oh, charge onto Ame in the bottom lane, but with the BKB, he's going to get out just fine again. They don't have any damage on him once he has the BKB up. FY is here, though. He gets the root, and Puck will still be able to jaunt away. Ame jumps forward, did not manage to catch MP. Tries again, but MP's already long gone. They will get the bottom tower during that as well, I believe. Or no, the tower was already dead. Oh, never mind. Yeah, MP took the tower. Q and maybe waiting in the tree line. See if anyone walks up. Again, LG don't really have the best high ground breach as of yet. They kind of need these BKBs up, as without the BKBs, they're not going to be able to take these fight against OD and the high ground. Again, with the IO, they're going to have to fight against a lot of regen with these shrines up, and then Jakiro's going to spam out. He can drop a really good macro fire, and it's very hard to breach high ground against Immortals lineup. So I'm going to see what LGD's plan here is as for breaching open the game. Oh, crazy cam here. Dubu waiting in the trees, and what is going on? Is MP getting caught out? Barely avoids the arrow. Oh, Ice Path will connect onto maybe Catapult wave pushing in, but again, they don't really have an option to go high ground. Catapult will die, and they most likely will back off. And Immortals realize this, so they're not even going to sit on the high ground right now. They know it's pretty unlikely that LGD just group up and push, so they're just putting side lane pressure to delay even further. The Atos will hit onto Febby, he gets a tether away, and he's going to TP out now. That's all they wanted. They just want to force the TP from FY, and they're going to back themselves off. This tower is still alive though, somehow, but it should be denied by FY. Again, LGD might be waiting for the next Rosh as well. It's a possibility. Having that Aegis and Cheese will allow them to reach high ground that much easier, but maybe jumps forward with a nice arrow onto Dubu, and he will get that kill. Runs into MP here as well, but there's no chance of catching the puck there. Again, during this time, like, LGD is just farming the whole map. They're getting a lot more farm at these points in time than Immortal is, because they have absolute control. Like, Immortal's heroes can't even walk in this area. They got one ward here, they got one ward here, they got a ward here as well, and Immortal's actually stuck in their base. Like, you see them push out the top lane, they put a little pressure there, but without moving out together and having an opportunity to move out, they're going to be stuck. And we're seeing that now. It's not even nighttime, so you can already see and feel how much pressure that Immortals have onto them. This is the FY. He's just sitting here by himself. His teammates aren't that near, but he doesn't really care. He's way too tanky for Immortals to take out before his teammates can arrive. And this top tower actually is taking a lot of damage. And I think LGD, seeing this as an opportunity to push forward and finish off this tier 3. They might not get the racks, but they'll at least get this tier 3, which will open up the shrines, securing even more map control, but maybe jumping forward, maybe a little bit too ambitiously. He will fall really low, has to break the Dream Coil, but really good Winter's Curse from Q will allow maybe to live, almost gets the kill there onto Q as well, forces the BKB out from him. Ame's BKB will expire, he has to be careful, and they're actually going to start hitting the racks. Again, they have the Uber, they can get themselves out of danger if they need to, and they will secure the racks. And oh, they're going to go forward. Atos onto Kilo. He's in a lot of trouble. He's going to fall. He does have buyback. Maybe went a little bit too deep for that one, but he does have the Aegis. Oh, he still has it. Holy crap, I thought it expired. I wasn't keeping track of that. And they're going to lose nobody. They force the buyback out from Kilo. The Ice Pass connects onto Navy. Now he's in trouble. And FY, though, gets the root onto Kilo. He's being healed up by Febby, but is the healing enough? Maybe moving forward, the Uber brings them out as they get the kill there onto the Spirit Breaker. Or Dubu, and everyone is back in base on the side of LGD. That was a huge play from them. Again, it all started with this tower being low, so they saw the opportunity to go forward and take the tier 3, and actually GG's just going to be called. Immortal not even going to play the rest of the game out. They realize this game's going to be too hard, LGD too far ahead. I mean, half these kills or heroes are unkillable, especially Alma with the BKB. This Underlord is untouchable. FY got so much out of the laning stage, and it really all started with Febby not really going the right item build to deal with the Underlord, and allowing Underlord to go for the side pull, or the creep pull like that. Like Febby really wanted to bring the creeps back, or deny the creeps to do something, but it was just desperation move out of him. At that point, there's not much they can do. The fact that FY got that side pull off, or a creep pull off, and bring it to under his tower, because again, if Febby was in the lane right at the start and with QO, and he went for a little bit different build instead of a bottle rush, because bottle rush is really good for the mid lane, but for the safe lane, not so much. I think that was when Immortals problems started. Again, I'm an IO player, so I can elaborate on that. I've run into that situation before, and I know how it feels, and it's never good. And I've figured out ways to deal with it, but I say that lane and Underlord getting so much is really what snowballed LGD out of control, and also it was the mid lane as well. Maybe got a lot, but I would say that was all because of the Underlord, because so much pressure and focus had to be put onto him. Maybe pretty much got free farm. They didn't have the opportunity to gank him at all. There's no charges on him or anything like that, because the Spirit Breaker needed to be top as well to help the Jakiro. And I say it's a combination of FY and Night Stalker Yao that won this game. So I mean, the rest of LGD played well as well. Of course, maybe went beyond godlike, and there was really sick Winter's Curses coming out from Q. And as the coach, as a stand-in, I mean, he's definitely showing impressive play. This was a pretty fast game. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be casting Game 3. Fortunately, I wasn't able to cast Game 1, but this is a pretty hype series between these two teams, Immortals and LGD, and I'll see you all in the next game.